Hey everybody, what's up? So I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing. I never quite understood why my kids would sit for hours and hours on end and watch YouTube videos of other kids playing with their toys or playing video games. Never understood it, always thought it was kind of the dumbest thing ever. You know, why waste your time? They're just playing with toys. You got your own toys to play with. Play with them. And then one day, I was in the one room of my house where the most thinking always happens. And I'm sure a lot of you have a similar room in your house. But I'm sitting on the shitter one day, and it occurs to me, they spend all this time watching YouTube videos of other kids playing with toys. As I'm sitting here watching YouTube videos of other guys building stuff, working on stuff, cooking stuff, you know, all the shit I like doing. So I like, you know what? They can do it, so can I. So, anyways, I figure I'd start this here channel. It's called The Farm Shop, because that's exactly what it is. Live and work on a farm, and this is my shop. Farm shop seam fitting. Do all kinds of stuff in here. Been wrenching on stuff for many years, doing all sorts of different things. Anyways, today I figured a good kickoff video. It's a truck that I just got not that long ago. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a diehard Chevy fan. And some of my favorite vehicles ever built was the 1973 to 1987 square body Chevy. My dad had one when I was growing up. That's the first vehicle I ever drove. Now, granted, I wasn't old enough to drive yet, but you know, that's some of the perks of living on a farm. You get to do all that kind of stuff, and you know, as soon as you're old enough to reach the pedals, you're driving shit around. So he had that truck, and I always loved that truck. I've since owned probably 6 of them in various stages. So I've had one for about 8 years that I've been working on and off, and I just, you know, couldn't make my mind up exactly what I wanted to do with it. It's a 79 1-ton, and you know, I catch hell from people all the time that, hey, you ever gonna get that truck done? Yeah, someday. Not today, but I've been working on it a little bit here and there lately. Kind of just getting back in the mood of it. You know, I'm a live and work on a farm, but I'm also a paramedic too. In a smaller city, but it's still a city. We do stuff, and especially this year, 2020, dealing with all the COVID and everything else. This shop has always just kind of been my escape, my happy place. I go here to, you know, to relieve stress. I've spent some of the worst times of my life in here in this shop wrenching on these old trucks. Spent some of the best times of my life out here in the shop wrenching on these old trucks and motorcycles and everything else. So I figured, what the hell, why not? Anyways, this truck over here is the one that I was just telling you about. There it is. That's my 79. Like I said, I've had it for about 8 years. Haven't got a lot done from it, but I basically started building it from the frame up. And you know, it's been a slow process. But anyways, the truck I just bought, and you know, I need another project. I need another truck like I need another hole in the head. But you know what? This one's a little bit different. My son right now is 13 years old, and he helped me a few months ago put that big block right there in between the frame rails of that 79. It's a 454. The guy I got it from said it's just got a mild to moderate cam. I honestly don't know. I had the intake off of it. I think I had the pan off of it one time just to, you know, put new gaskets and shit on there. But I don't actually know what the motor is. I didn't feel the need to tear it apart. He told me it ran. I'm gonna run it till she blows, and then we'll figure something out. If I have to put another motor in it, that's fine. So my son, at 13 years old now, has started to take quite the interest in vehicles. He's always been interested in vehicles, but, you know, always before he would take his time and spend it playing Xbox or playing on the computer. So here recently, he's actually kind of started getting out into the shop and getting more into things. Well, I had always wanted a project to do with my dad, and it just never happened. No reason, just never happened. So anyways, I thought, you know what, he's 13 years old, we got the time, so might as well just get a project, something we can work on together. I already got a bunch of parts for that other truck, but that's my truck, and he didn't quite like some of the things that I'm planning on doing with that truck, but you know, he wants to be able to put some input into here. So I thought, you know what, I want to do this for him, something that he's just going to have a badass truck when he turns 16 years old, and he can drive around and enjoy this hobby like I have over the years. Now granted, a drug addiction would be a hell of a lot cheaper, but this is a little bit more healthy, unless you go full retard, and everybody knows you never go full retard. If you're going to send it, use some sense. Anyways, I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I found a 1980. I'd looked at some other ones, but right there, this is 1980. Now, it didn't quite look like that when I seen it. It's a 1980. It had the square headlights. It's a GMC. Never really cared for that much. I understand Chevy and GMC is exactly the same back in these years, other than badging, and that's okay. I like the bow tie. But I found this truck, and the grill and the headlights on this truck is actually the grill and the headlights off of my 79. He liked that round headlight view a little bit better. So that's what we went with on this. And he's helped me every step of the way so far. Got the truck running and driving. It needs body work, but you know, other than that, it's really not that bad of a truck. So I think it'll be a fun project. You know, as you can see, it's the two-tone red and white. Now, it's only a two-wheel drive for now. I got another frame and body out there, out on my trailer. I actually just picked it up the other night. But we're going to end up doing a body swap so it can be four-wheel drive. That was one of the things. He wanted a four-wheel drive. But this day and age, you know, ever since cash for clunkers hit, a lot of these trucks kind of went away. And they skyrocketed in value. And I think it's ridiculous, because now, when I was in high school and first started buying trucks, you know, you could go and buy an old square body truck that runs and drives, might need a little body work, $500 to $1,200 all day long. Now, after cash for clunkers, you find a running and driving one, you know, you're spending a shitload of money, especially if it's four-wheel drive. Well, the two-wheel drives are cheaper, and there's only a few things you got to change, one being the frame. I mean, you don't have to. You can modify the two-wheel drive frame, but it's so much easier just to do a body swap into a four-wheel drive frame. So that's what we're going to do. And the transmission hump's a little bit different. The four-wheel drives had a high transmission hump. So we're going to put that in there. I have another parts cab sitting out there that was a four-wheel drive truck. I got parts laying around. But, I mean, overall condition of this truck, it's really not bad. I mean, it's got some spots here and there. You know, for example, the bottom of that door right there. Needs some rust repair. It's a 40 fucking year old truck. Of course it's going to need rust repair. But this is a Sierra Classic, which basically it's a Silverado. It's got factory air conditioning. It's got factory cruise control. It's got carpet. But you see, the interior is really not that bad. And just a little few dumb things here and there. But overall, it's really not that bad. But this truck does have one particular feature on it that I don't believe that I have ever seen before. And I've been around a shit ton of these trucks. But I don't believe that I've ever seen this particular feature before. Want to know what it is? Here, I'll show you. Get it. See that? That there is a clock from a 1980 Chevrolet. Notice that the second hand is spinning around on said clock. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there have been around these trucks also. And, you know, it's not uncommon for them to put a clock in the dash like that. The uncommon part about this is the son of a bitch actually works. I've never seen one that actually worked. I used to be a joke going around. I don't think they ever worked from the factory. Well, this son of a bitch actually works. So, pretty impressed with that. Got a good deal on it. So here we are. It's got some different things to it. You know, before we're going to do the frame prep outside. It's kind of winter time right now, so I'm not going to do a whole lot with that. I figured, you know what, just get a few little things here and there fixed, and I'm just going to drive it for now. It's a cool truck to drive. I like driving it. Now the steering column's all cattywampus. You know, it needs replaced or fixed. I got another good steering column out there, so I'm going to do that. But the clock here is the only working gauge in this whole dash. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is I ordered a Dakota Digital VHX gauge cluster specifically for this truck. This particular one I got off of Summit Racing. I got another one ordered, and it's supposed to be here later, but I ordered it a couple months ago for my 79. I ordered it directly from Dakota, and it's a little bit different than this one. But, you know, this one will definitely do. It's a little bit cheaper. I'm cool with that. Normally, I would have my son helping me work on this, but he's at his mom's house tonight, and I found myself with nothing to do, and the internet went out, so I can't watch TV. So I figure I might as well come out here and wrench on the truck. He don't know I got the gauges yet, so maybe this will just be a surprise for him. So I guess that's a little bit about what I'm doing here. You know, like I said, we'll be working on trucks. I got a tractor over there. I don't know if I'm going to make a video of that or not of that. But, you know, I got a tractor over there to work on. I got the 79 over here. You know, just different things. We're going to be working on stuff, building on stuff. And also, I like to cook. Pretty good at it, too. Probably do some cooking on this channel, too. It's just, you know, it's just going to be a random shit that I feel like doing. So, you know, if you guys are into that, you can like and subscribe. We'll try to keep some content up for you. You know, given my job. And then once farming season comes around, I ain't going to have a whole hell of a lot of time. But I'll do what I can. So, I guess we'll tackle this other project in another video, because this one's pretty long right now. And you probably just don't want to hear me rambling on and on and on and on and on. So, yeah. If you're curious to see what's going to go on here, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.